this room. There's one door that we just walked in, but we don't want to go backwards. The other door is an 8-foot drop into the kitchen sink.
Here's the world-famous drop. Wow, okay.
That's one of the world-famous drops. That goes straight down into the kitchen sink.
Okay.
Now, the other door that keeps us moving forward is the only secret passageway throughout the house. So this door is very tiny, mind your head.
Okay.
And we're able to walk through this small little hallway.
Oh, my gosh.
Into a unfinished room.
Oh, my gosh. And how many people come in here?
Everyone comes through here daily.
This is a, wow.
This is a daily walkthrough.
Okay, so that was a seance room right there, and this is the unfinished room. What would she do in this room? Do you have any idea or no?
You know, we don't know. It's an unfinished room. However, just adjacent to her seance room, just down the hall from her bedroom, it could have been a hallway, or it could have been a sitting room, a linen room. Since there's so much unfinished nature to it, it really could have been a blank slate for anything.
Wow. All right, well, let's see if we pick up any noises in here real fast. Is there anyone in this room or you would like to say something? We'd be really interested in hearing from you. Well, here we go. Do it time.
Okay.
Is anyone else getting chills or what? Now, you got to imagine we're in the studio and I have all these guys pumping this audio up. So we hear in the background, like, real faint. Now, you heard me talking to Jacob. I'm like, do you have time? And I wasn't paying attention. And then one of the guys, Funk, taught me how to do this. And then Brandon, our producer, said, pump it up, pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. We pumped it up. And through the speakers, you hear, like, it's time or something. I don't know. You be the judge of it, all right? All we did was raise the volume, and they compressed and compressed and compressed to hear stuff. This is freaky. Winchester Mystery House. We were there a week ago getting ready for Halloween. I hope you're enjoying the show. Wow. All right, let's get back to more of the interview, and let's see if we hear some more sounds, shall we? This
is going to be one of the conservatories of the house. We have a North Conservatory, and we have a South Conservatory, and these are basically the green rooms.
Oh, the green rooms. Okay.
The green rooms, yeah. She, again, going back to her ingenuity, she was able to create a room where she was able to have these plants indoors, and despite the very good climate that we have here in San Jose, she was able to have a whole green room on the second floor of her house, and to water these plants, she was actually quite brilliant. She had a zinc-lined roof, which didn't rust, and then when she watered these plants, the wood floor that we're standing on right now could actually be pulled up. They could water the plants, the water could run off into a corner, and she'd be able to recycle the water.
Oh, my gosh.
And, keep the floor dry.
Did she think of this herself?
It could have been herself. It could have been a compilation of her employees coming up with great ideas, but nonetheless, it's brilliant.
Well, with Miss Winchester, with the amount of money she has, these guys came to her and go, I got an idea to do this. I mean, they had enough money to experiment and try new things.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the great thing about this house is that it was very trial and error. It was, hey, this room works, this idea works, let's keep going. Yeah.
Wow. All right, where do you want to take me now, man?
All right, let's keep moving forward.
This is your house.
Yeah, it's not my house. I'm just grateful Sarah lets me work here.
So here is a question for you. Do they ever, it's freaky over there, do they ever let people stay overnight here or no?
No, not yet. No.
Okay. They've been thinking about it?
It's been highly requested. In fact, outside of doing their own paranormal tours, probably the most requested thing that we get online is people asking, can we stay overnight?
Oh.
And people have thrown large amounts of money at us, but if we're going to do something, we're going to make sure we do it right.
And is anyone adding on to the house, or is it stopped?
No, it's stopped. The day Sarah passed away is the day construction stopped on the house outside of the general maintenance that we need to do to keep the house up.
So when she passed away, did the niece, is it the niece, correct?
The niece, Marion, yeah.
She inherited the house, inherited most of the Winchester fortune.
Right.
Did she sell? She sold the house, right?
It was auctioned off. I'm unclear of how much it was auctioned off for.
I think it's $250,000. I believe so. Back then,
there's been a lot of conjecture as to the numbers, and we're not able to say, but it was definitely auctioned off, and a lot of the stuff inside the house unfortunately had to leave. I mean, our historian would have loved to come in here and see what it looked like back in the day.
Okay, now let's get into something I really wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah.
The movie that's coming out.
The movie.
All right. So in 2018, the movie's called, of course, Winchester.
Yeah.
And it stars Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren plays Sarah Winchester.
Now, what is it? Is it just her life story, exactly how it came to be the house, or is it more of the house, or...
It's a combination of kind of everything. It's definitely diving into the paranormal, spiritual side of things.
Yeah.
The Spierig brothers, who are known for a lot of Ethan Hawke films, such as Predestination, they're very talented with the paranormal side of things. We're very happy to have them on the project.
Yeah.
And CBS Films approached us and said, we want to make this house. It's been in development for a while. Or we want to make this house a film.
Yeah.
It's been in development for quite a while, and we were finally able to get it off the ground with the right script, the right story, the right producers and directors. And it's fantastic. Jason Clark he's a psychologist, comes down from San Francisco to kind of see if there's more than meets the eye or if Sarah's actually crazy. And
so did that really happen in the story, or is that added?
You don't know. It's one of those things you're just going to have to find out.
Okay. And so are you guys going to do the premiere here, or what's going on?
Nothing is set in stone yet.
That would be great.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. I would personally, I would love that.
So did you get to meet any of the cast when you were here?
We did, yeah. When we had a media day back in May, Helen and Jason were here doing some Q&As, and our entire office was able to meet Helen. She's absolutely fantastic, incredibly professional.
She looks dead on. That portrait you showed me was dead on.
And that's the beauty of this film.
Carriage. Yeah.
During production, when they were coming up here getting inspiration for the film, they filmed the majority of it in Australia. They did come up here for a couple days to film around the house, get some exterior shots and what have you. But the entire production team, when they were up here, they were taking such detailed photographs of everything so they could replicate as closely as possible what the house looked like on the sets that they were making for the film.
Wow. You guys are going to have so many people coming through here during the movie comes out. All right. Any place else you want to take me before we start wrapping this up?
Yeah, let's. I'll show you some of the unfinished rooms of the house. So
I got to tell you, I'm very impressed with this house, and I'm very impressed with this tour. And I hope I get something, even when I'm talking in the background. And Jacob, you got to be. I'm going to give you a pat on the back. Do you know where else I was going to go if I didn't go to the Winchester Mystery House?
Where?
Alcatraz. They wanted to do something, but I'd rather be here.
Oh well, I would rather you be here too.
I don't know if I want to be in a jail all weekend. Oh.
All right, we're just going to poke through here. We're going to go through this doorway.
Should I close this door?
Let's close that door.
All right. I'm getting to close the door.
We can either go up this staircase or we can go through that door.
Let's go up staircase.
All right,
I'm scared.
Staircase it is.
Now, these stairs are not set up for Miss Winchester. She must have not come up here very often.
Correct. Yeah. And a lot of the things is that some of the more detailed final products.
You scared me. You scared me. I didn't expect anybody up here. I'm assuming these are the individuals putting together to scare people.
They are, yeah. This is Mike and Natasha, part of our crew for Halloween.
To scare people?
Oh yeah, this is one of the final things that we have to install.
What is it?
This is the Tatterhag area on the third floor, one of the scariest parts of the house.
Oh wow! Look at that. Have you guys worked here for years?
This is our second year.
Second year. And I'm going to ask you this, and Jacob's going to go, come on, give him some. Have you guys experienced anything paranormal here? Be honest.
Yes, last year in the ballroom, felt what seemed like an icy hand in my stomach. It was pretty intense. It was here all alone.
You're an attractive man. I would have stuck my icy hand on you, too. No, I'm just kidding. Have you experienced anything?
I actually think I saw a full bore apparition.
Did you really? Yeah. Really? Wow.
Now, remember when I was saying that this is the third floor servants areas where
Thank you, guys.
Where
Thank
tour
you so
guides feel a little uncomfortable, hear their names being called a lot. This hallway, just down here, and then this long hallway actually that goes through the Explore More route, people feel a little uncomfortable. This is the only uncomfortable spot in the house where they just kind of feel a little off. And nothing bad has happened up here to our knowledge, but they just feel a little uncomfortable.
And this is the area?
This is the area, yeah.
Wow.
Now, and the great thing about Sarah, though, up here, this was the third floor servants' quarters where the single ladies could actually live in the house while they were working here.
Oh, okay.
The single guys had some barracks out on the property.
Okay.
And then if you were married, she actually built you a house on property somewhere.
That's impressive.
So she, outside of her ingenuity of what she built here at the house and her fiscal responsibility to making sure everything was taken care of, she was also incredibly generous, and she very much took care of her own. Her employees absolutely loved working for her.
Do we know if there was any other deaths here besides her?
Like none to our knowledge.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. None to our knowledge. There's been some conjecture here and there, but you know, with history and what limited documents we have on Sarah and the property, We can only chalk those up as rumors.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, what do you have in store for me next?
Yeah, let's head down.
Because now
here.
I'm feeling uncomfortable. Thank you, guys.
You,
Good luck with your work. Thank you.
You spend long enough up here, you start to feel a little weird. So we'll head down over here.
We're walking down the hallway where he says people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is the entire third floor area where people feel a little weird. During certain times of the year, it's been noted that people feel a little dizzy, a little lightheaded as they walk through some of the hallways. Some of that may be a little unsettling just because you're moving through such bizarre areas. Oh, you saw the Tatter hat.
Yeah, yes.
That's one of our Halloween effects.
They have Halloween effects all over the place here. Wherever you want to go, Jacob.
I'm
already lost.
See, you didn't know? After this podcast, you're... I'm just going to set you loose in the house. You have to find your way out.
I have to find my way out.
That could be a whole other episode.
Yes, that is a whole other episode. Oh, my goodness. It's the Maze Runner. So we are in the Winchester Mystery House. I'm walking down some stairs, and I'm looking on. Oh, we're back where you were talking about the...
We've made a full circle.
Yeah, we did make a full circle. Wow.
So we're going to head down. I'll show you the grand ballroom, which is actually a fantastic piece of the house. It's the largest part of the house. It's the largest room, along with the most expensive room. Back in her day, it took $9,000 to put together.
Okay.
1 second here, guys.
Wow, this place is huge.
Now, one of the coolest things that Walter has done, outside of the Explore More tour and working hard to get the movie up and running and investing in the Halloween candlelight tours, is that the room that you're looking at right here, this is one of the first renovated rooms of the house. Now, when I said that for the most part we refurbish with actual materials, we were able to take replicas of the molds of the Lincrusta wallpaper, of the moldings. So this room does have a bit of replication and new materials put into it.
Okay.
However, this room, for the first time in history, we're going to be able to have dinners inside the house, lunches and dinners inside the Winchester Mystery House.
So that's what you're going to be offering people.
We're going to start offering dinners inside the Winchester Mystery House, and that room and the room we're standing in is known as the twin dining rooms.
Is this the big? Was there a big dining room? I remember seeing it years ago.
There is a big dining room. That's the Venetian dining room.
So is this the place where they can put food on the table and they can slide it out through you? There's a wall?
That's over in the Venetians.
Jeez, okay. I'm jumping ahead of the gun.
So,
this is amazing. So when can you start eating here?
Very soon. We're in the final processes of finalizing the details, working with our chef, Tony Caters.
Front door?
That is the front doors. So with the Explore More tour, like I said earlier, the guests are actually able to start walking through that now.
Wow. Okay. Impressive.
So we're going to hang a right over here.
We're walking past the staircase, the front of the door, and we're walking to, I guess, the front.
This is the front morning room, and this is the grand ballroom. So this was the largest ballroom in the house, or the only ballroom in the house, actually. And this cost $9,000 to make. Okay. And in the ceilings, if you look, have 13s in them. You can see that the tiny little square insets of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the big one in the middle makes 13.
13. Wow. Impressive.
And the chandelier here in the middle was retrofitted to have another 13. And a really fun fact is that when Walt Disney back in the 50s and 60s were working on the Haunted Mansion, Ken Anderson and Walt's Imagineers came up here for inspiration. So this grand ballroom was used as a large inspiration for the Haunted Mansion.
Disney is really intertwined with the Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah,
what is up with that?
There's a lot of really great pop culture history throughout the years of here and down south. It's really fantastic.
Has Walt been here? I'm positive he had to.
He might have been.
I'm just curious. All right. So this is the ballroom. Let's see if we can get some audio out of here. See if anything. I don't feel anything here, though.
It's not a common place for people to feel things.
I don't feel anything. It feels very, very... What is all this? I got to ask you.
This is the finale. I'm not going to describe it because it is a...
it's amazing.
It's a very electrifying experience. It's pretty grand. This is the grand finale of our Halloween candlelight tours. You come in here to the grand ballroom, and it's the final battle of good versus evil between Sarah and the Boston medium Adam Coombs.
Impressive. This is impressive. Wow. All right.
So last spot that I'll show you, we'll come up here to the grand staircase, and we'll make a quick U-turn.
I don't know what it is. Can you guys hear the creaking? Listen. This is how old this house is. I'm walking up the front flight of stairs.
All right.
Wow.
We will head over here.
Wow. Hello.
And over here on the right, we'll show you the door to nowhere. Just down here in this hallway.
So are there actors through this?
There are a handful of actors that...
This is amazing. You should have said that. It's a good show. It's a good show, then.
Oh,
I know
fantastic.
exactly how it is. Okay, good. All right.
So if you turn around right